Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our admins. Strange things do happen in this world. The message reads like this. Hello, my brother. How are you? I am a young woman who is staying here in South Africa. I am aged 39 years old, but I am from Malawi. So my confession is like this. I want to confess to you and to confess to the whole world, hoping that God is going to forgive me because of the things that I have done. So I work in a hair salon. I work for my boss, who also comes from Malawi, but there are things that we do. The things that we do, they are quite evil. My boss, I got to find out that she is a ritualist, and she also made me to become a ritualist, as well as my friend that I traveled with coming from Malawi, coming here to South Africa. So as for my boss, she has this very big snake in her house, and my boss, she is very rich. She has never been married. The only man that she once stayed with, that man was eaten alive by that snake. This man, he used to be in the army here in South Africa, but he was from Malawi. That man, the story is that one day when he came back home without informing this woman, that was when he saw that there was a python that was inside the house. When he tried to shoot this python, he ended up shooting himself. So people thought that he just committed suicide, but what had happened was that he was actually a ritual sacrifice. He had been sacrificed by his fiance. So our boss currently, what she is doing is that the snake, it always wants blood. What we do is that whenever a woman comes, and if that woman wants to have this installation done, you know, these wigs that are currently in fashion, this 100% human hair, when we are doing this installation, there are these matchsticks that our boss gives us. So we pin some of these matchsticks into that wig when we are busy doing the installation, and after that we will remove those matchsticks, and later on, after we would have knocked off, we will go and give our boss these matchsticks. So what she does is that she burns them, and after burning them, then the snake will follow those ladies that would have done their installation. Then the blood will start, then the snake will start to suck the blood of those women. This is how this snake survives. I have seen this snake. For this snake, it vomits money, a lot of rands that I have seen it vomiting. And my boss, her having this hair salon, it is just a matter of her using this salon as a front and as a way to get this never-ending supply of human blood. Because these women, what they don't know is that whenever they come to do their hair at our salon, they are always having this severe headache. It is because this python, it will actually come into the salon when we open up, and it waits to prey upon these women that would come to our salon. So when it sucks up their blood, then they'll start to experience severe headaches. They just don't understand, but this is what happens. So I went to hairdressing school when I was only 19 years, when I was still back home in Malawi. And after I had graduated, that was when I took my family responsibilities and I went into Blantyre, and I started to work at this other salon, which was a chair salon, but it was not easy. It was all about surviving almost on a daily basis. The money that I would get at the end of the day, I would just give it to the boss, the one who owned that salon. But most of the women that I was working with, because of their charms, they were getting a lot of clients. I then spoke with this other young woman who was also in that salon. So the more that we became friends, then she told me that she had the dreams of coming to South Africa because our boss and that lady, they come from the same area in Blantyre. So she communicated with our boss lady, and then the boss lady told us the bus that we were supposed to use coming to South Africa, since we didn't have like your papers. So we then came here to South Africa, and when we came here, we started to work for our boss lady. Because of the money that she was making at that time, she was not yet a ritualist. The owner, who was a South African, the owner of that building, felt jealous because she saw that she was making a lot of money. She then said that she wanted to take over the building, but So after a saloon had been taken, that was when our boss lady became a depressed woman. That is when we suspect that she did all of these rituals, because when I came here, I heard that her husband had passed away, even though I had not even gotten the chance to see the man that she was staying with. We only heard that he was from Malawi, but he was in the army. The man, they just said that he had a suicide, but our boss lady told us that it was the snake. It wanted blood. So after our boss lady's saloon had been taken, me and my friend, we then started to prostitute ourselves because we didn't know what to do anymore, and I didn't want to become a maid here in South Africa. So I said, let me raise some money, and when I raise enough money, I am going back to my country and I will start my own small saloon. When we were still prostituting ourselves, that was when our boss lady looked for us and she said, I have opened up another saloon at the place where we are currently working. And when we started working at this place, our boss lady called us at her house after we had knocked off. We then went to her house, and when we arrived at her place, everything there was just scary. The way that it was quiet, it was too quiet. And after she had prepared a meal for us to eat, she then gave us some charms to drink. It was when we felt that there was something that was moving, and this thing, it was like upstairs, and we were downstairs just eating and watching TV. My friend was the one who saw this snake as it was moving down the staircase, and she screamed and she said, snake, snake. Oh, there is a snake there. But our boss lady remained quiet. She then started to laugh. As she was laughing, she then got up from where she was sitting. She walked towards where that snake was, because it was waiting for her. It had coiled itself on the last staircase. Then our boss lady went and sat beside that python. She then started to rub that python's head, and this python was not even attacking her. She then called me and my friend and she said, come and see, come and see. So we walked until we had reached the place where she was sitting. Then our boss lady started to cry and she said, this is the thing that they made me to do. These are the rituals that they made me to perform. This is now my baby. This baby of mine needs blood, and I want you to help me so that I can be able to feed my baby with blood. Otherwise, it is going to attack me. So we spoke with our boss. He actually had the courage to handle that python because of the herbs that our boss had given us to drink. The boss then told us how she had actually gotten this snake. She said that she had spoken with this other man who was working in that same building, who is a Sangoma as well, but that man, he goes to buy his powers in Mozambique. So she had also traveled to Mozambique, where she was given this snake. But she said that when I was given this snake, it was nothing but a small matchstick. She said that she was given, you know, those lion matchbox. She said when she was given that lion matchbox, there was only one matchstick that was in there. And she was told that this matchstick that was inside that box, it was going to transform itself one day and it would become a snake. And she never thought that this snake was going to get so big. But she was told that she had to feed this matchstick with blood. The first blood that she fed to this snake, it was the blood of a chicken that she had bought and slaughtered. Then this matchstick, it then transformed itself and it became a snake. And she said that ever since that day, the snake kept on growing and growing until it finally attacked her fiancé. And when that man passed away, then this snake wanted human blood, for it had tasted human blood. So the help that she wanted from us, since we were working in her saloon, we had access to these women, and she wanted us to sacrifice these women that will be coming to her saloon. We said, how are we going to sacrifice these women? She then took this other packet that was full of matchsticks, and she said, you see these matchsticks, all that you do is that you place them in the hair of the woman that you will be busy working on, and once you place them, you quickly remove them before the woman would have noticed that this is what you are doing. Then you place them in this other matchbox, which is a black matchbox. I had never seen something like that. And after that, Then we will return those matchsticks that we would have used on that day to her. Then that is how this python will be able to locate these women so that it can keep on feeding on their blood. So we started doing these things, my brother, and we have been doing these things ever since this lady showed us her own python. Even when we are in the saloon, me and my friend, we are like the only ones that can feel this snake when it will be busy moving around. Yes, even in the afternoon, you can actually feel that there is a snake that is here in our saloon. But since we are at a busy place, most of the women that come to do their hair, they do not even notice anything. These are the rituals that my boss lady does. Yo, dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister right there. Strange things do happen in this world. Yo.